Hi, I am Tom Sands, President of Beverly and Addison Gilbert Hospitals. On behalf of our over 2,800 colleagues, it is my honor and privilege to join the Essex County Community Foundation's annual celebration of giving. Each and every day, our amazing caregivers provide high quality services to keep our communities healthy. Events such as this are positive reminders of the power of kindness and giving as we care for a community in need. Please enjoy this celebration of giving. Thank you.
Comcast is passionate about the work we do and the important role we play in millions of people's lives. Project Up, Unlimited Possibilities, encompasses the programs and community partnerships across Comcast, NBC Universal, and Sky that connect people to the internet, advance economic mobility, and open doors for the next generation of innovators, entrepreneurs, storytellers, and creators. We are committed to using the power of our platforms, our people, and our reach to create positive change and a more equitable society.
I'm Nancy Huntington Stager, President and CEO of the Eastern Bank Foundation. We know that doing the hard work at nonprofit organizations across Essex County and beyond takes a great deal of talent, persistence, and resilience from all the people on the front lines. It's up to all of us to keep this work going. We all have a vital role in the health of our community. We can do that by making donations, giving our time as volunteers, and lending our expertise. So let's celebrate whenever, however we give, and for whatever reason we give. Working together, we can make Essex County a better, fairer, more sustainable region for us all.
Hello, my name is Dave Gravel, and I am the President and CEO of Greylock Associates. For 28 years, we have been serving our customers by providing innovative technology solutions. We also believe, however, that a major part of our mission is to give back to our communities and the many nonprofits that we serve. In this regard, we stand firmly with ECCF in their mission to provide services to our communities.
Hello, I'm Michael Jones, President and CEO of the Institution for Savings. Since 1820, we have focused on one vision: to positively affect the lives of every person, business, and organization in the communities we serve. Just like the Essex County Community Foundation, supporting and giving back is one of the core values of the bank. Whether it is through our charitable giving, our employee Giving for Good program, and volunteerism, we are committed every day to making our communities better places to live and work. We thank ECCF for its leadership in this regard, and we are very proud to support them. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is John Colucci. I'm a corporate attorney at McLean Middleton and serve as the managing director at the firm's Woburn office. Our firm has a long history of giving back to the community, going all the way back to 1919 when the firm was first founded. And today is no different. We truly believe that supporting the communities in which we live and work is fundamental to everything that we do. We're proud to support the work of Essex County Community Foundation, which plays such a key role in this region. So thank you to the team at Essex County Community Foundation for your ongoing efforts.
Hi, my name is Chris Pesci, Vice President of Marketing for North Shore Bank. A great deal of our charitable giving activity is focused right here in Essex County. Through financial support, staff involvement, partnerships, and other resources, we're committed to economic opportunity, financial self-sufficiency, adequate housing, an educated and able workforce, and the health and safety of our neighbors. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Essex County Community Foundation for all that they do to inspire philanthropy in our community. Thank you.
Hello, I'm John Doust, CEO of Pentucket Bank. Pentucket Bank is proud to sponsor today's celebration of giving. We like to say we make money to give it away, so here we are. We congratulate today's honorees and especially take note of Make It Haverhill, a Haverhill hometown favorite. Keith Boucher started this organization with just an idea and a whole lot of passion, and that passion and hard work has made his idea a reality. This event is a perfect fit for us at Pentucket Bank. We partner with organizations like ECCF and Make It Haverhill because, like them, We exist to give back. Thank you for being here this morning and enjoy the program.
Hi, this is Brian Mason from the nonprofit banking team at People's United, now a division of M&T Bank. In addition to providing banking services to area nonprofit organizations, we believe committing the bank's resources and the time of our employees can help support and enhance the communities where we live and work.
Hi, my name is Haley Rogers, and I am the Director of Development and Communications at Plummer Youth Promise. At Plummer, we are so fortunate to have a generous community supporting our vision that every young person, regardless of age or circumstance, has a forever family to count on. Every year, nearly 1,000 individuals and businesses and more than 20 different foundations make a financial gift to Plummer, and more than 100 volunteers dedicate their time, skill, and energy to support our mission. We are so fortunate to have such a committed community. Thank you. We could not do all that we do without you.
Hi, I'm Dick Sumberg, board member of Essex County Community Foundation. Wally and I have been very fortunate in our financial lives, and we like nothing better than partnering with ECCF to support nonprofits in our community.
Hi, I am Tom Sands, President of Beverly and Addison Gilbert Hospitals. On behalf of our over 2,800 colleagues, it is my honor and privilege to join the Essex County Community Foundation's annual celebration of giving. Each and every day, our amazing caregivers provide high-quality services to keep our communities healthy. Events such as this are positive reminders of the power of kindness and giving as we care for a community in need. Please enjoy this celebration of giving. Thank you.
Comcast is passionate about the work we do and the important role we play in millions of people's lives. Project Up, Unlimited Possibilities, encompasses the programs and community partnerships across Comcast, NBC Universal, and Sky that connect people to the internet, advance economic mobility, and open doors for the next generation of innovators, entrepreneurs, storytellers, and creators. We are committed to using the power of our platforms, our people, and our reach to create positive change and a more equitable society.
I'm Nancy Huntington Stager, President and CEO of the Eastern Bank Foundation. We know that doing the hard work at nonprofit organizations across Essex County and beyond takes a great deal of talent, persistence, and resilience from all the people on the front lines. It's up to all of us to keep this work going. We all have a vital role in the health of our community. We can do that by making donations, giving our time as volunteers, and lending our expertise. So let's celebrate whenever, however we give, and for whatever reason we give. Working together, we can make Essex County a better, fairer, more sustainable region for us all.
Hello, my name is Dave Gravel, and I am the President and CEO of Greylock Associates. For 28 years, we have been serving our customers by providing innovative technology solutions. We also believe, however, that a major part of our mission is to give back to our communities and the many nonprofits that we serve. In this regard, we stand firmly with ECCF in their mission to provide services to our communities.
Hello, I'm Michael Jones, President and CEO of the Institution for Savings. Since 1820, we have focused on one vision: to positively affect the lives of every person, business, and organization in the communities we serve. Just like the Essex County Community Foundation, supporting and giving back is one of the core values of the bank. Whether it is through our charitable giving, our employee Giving for Good program, and volunteerism, we are committed every day to making our communities better places to live and work. We thank ECCF for its leadership in this regard, and we are very proud to support them. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is John Colucci. I'm a corporate attorney at McLean Middleton and serve as the managing director at the firm's Woburn office. Our firm has a long history of giving back to the community, going all the way back to 1919 when the firm was first founded. And today is no different. We truly believe that supporting the communities in which we live and work is fundamental to everything that we do. We're proud to support the work of Essex County Community Foundation, which plays such a key role in this region. So thank you to the team at Essex County Community Foundation for your ongoing efforts.
Hi, my name is Chris Pesci, Vice President of Marketing for North Shore Bank. A great deal of our charitable giving activity is focused right here in Essex County. Through financial support, staff involvement, partnerships, and other resources, we're committed to economic opportunity, financial self-sufficiency, adequate housing, an educated and able workforce, and the health and safety of our neighbors. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Essex County Community Foundation for all that they do to inspire philanthropy in our community. Thank you.
Hello, I'm John Doust, CEO of Pentucket Bank. Pentucket Bank is proud to sponsor today's celebration of giving. We like to say we make money to give it away, so here we are. We congratulate today's honorees and especially take note of Make It Haverhill, a Haverhill hometown favorite. Keith Boucher started this organization with just an idea and a whole lot of passion, and that passion and hard work has made his idea a reality. This event is a perfect fit for us at Pentucket Bank. We partner with organizations like ECCF and Make It Haverhill because, like them, we exist to give back. Thank you for being here this morning and enjoy the program.
Hi, this is Brian Mason from the nonprofit banking team at People's United, now a division of M&T Bank. In addition to providing banking services to area nonprofit organizations, we believe committing the bank's resources and the time of our employees can help support and enhance the communities where we live and work.
Hi, my name is Haley Rogers, and I am the Director of Development and Communications at Plummer Youth Promise. At Plummer, we are so fortunate to have a generous community supporting our vision that every young person, regardless of age or circumstance, has a forever family to count on. Every year, nearly 1,000 individuals and businesses and more than 20 different foundations make a financial gift to Plummer, and more than 100 volunteers dedicate their time, skill, and energy to support our mission. We are so fortunate to have such a committed community. Thank you. We could not do all that we do without you.
Hi, I'm Dick Sumberg, board member of Essex County Community Foundation. Lolly and I have been very fortunate in our financial lives, and we like nothing better than partnering with ECCF to support nonprofits in our community.
Good morning, everyone. That's quite a countdown, kind of a big buildup for not a lot, but welcome everyone to the Essex County Community Foundation's 8th annual celebration of giving. After 2 years of Zoom meetings and two-dimensional gatherings, we're so thrilled to be together with you here at the North Shore Music Theater. It's a treat to see you and all of your smiles in person again. You know, I always wanted to be on stage at the North Shore Music Theater. I'm pretty sure this is the closest I'm going to get. For those of you I haven't met, my name is John Colucci and I'm board chair at ECCF. I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your day to join us this morning for the celebration of giving in Essex County. But more than anything, I'd like to thank you for your unwavering support of ECCF. We rely on your generosity, your time, your skills, and expertise, and your lived experiences to fuel all the work we do here at the foundation. From the bottom of our hearts, we are truly grateful for the many currencies of philanthropy that you so kindly give. And that's what we're here to celebrate today, giving in all of its many forms. So often when we talk about philanthropy, people automatically think about money. And while that is a vital piece of supporting the critical work that nonprofits do in our communities, we like to think of philanthropy as sort of a triad of time, talent, and treasure. Many of you in the audience regularly write checks to one or more of the incredible organizations working to make life better for Essex County residents. Many of you volunteer your time. Many of you serve food at a soup kitchen, mentor local youth, or stuff envelopes for fundraising campaigns. I know lots of people in this room serve on nonprofit boards or are part of coalitions and bring a wealth of professional skills that organizations and initiatives need to succeed. There are also people here who bravely share their stories of lived experience so that together we can begin to understand the realities of the challenges we face in Essex County. When you think about giving in this way, the truth is that so many of us are philanthropists. I encourage you at some point this morning to take a look at the people seated around you. Chances are each one of them has given something of themselves by generously offering their time, their talent, or their treasure. And when we gather that all together, the funding, the idea sharing, the connection, the collaboration, our philanthropic power is multiplied exponentially. We are fortunate today to be presenting the George Peabody Award to a couple that happens to embody this entire triad of philanthropic currencies. Many of you know Steve and Darcy Immerman, and here at ECCF, we are lucky to call them friends. I'm lucky to call them friends. I really loved working with Steve when I was on the board at Montserrat College of Art. And to be honest, I'm terrified of Darcy. And for anybody who doesn't know, when she calls to ask you to help someone, you better answer. We're also very privileged today to share stories of two champions for Essex County. Danica Thurston is the executive director of the Lynn Museum and a well-known youth and community advocate in her hometown of Lynn. And Make It Haverhill is an entirely volunteer-led organization that empowers people in the Mount Washington neighborhood with the skills and resources to get a job or advance their career. You'll hear more about all our honorees and the ways that they give later in the program. Giving in all of its forms has been pivotal, especially in the last 2 years, as we navigated the impacts of a global pandemic, racial injustice, and political divisiveness. And it will continue to be critical as we embrace the opportunities and tackle the challenges of our new realities together. Before we move on, I want to take a moment to thank all of our corporate partners which make events like this possible. Because of their support, we're able to be here together today. And I just want to quickly recognize ECCF's lead partners, which include Eastern Bank, North Shore Bank, People's United Bank, Institution for Savings, Reinhardt McVeigh Capital Management, New England Biolabs, EBSCO, Santander, and the AMG Foundation. Thank you again to all our corporate partners for helping us to celebrate philanthropy in all of its many forms. And now I'd like to introduce Beth Francis, President and CEO of ECCF. Thank you.
Thank you, John. And good morning, everyone. Can I get a rah-rah for being live in person? I can't believe we are actually here for the first time in 2 years. We're very, very happy that you decided to join us today. We've been virtual for so long. To be honest, I didn't know how this event would really all shake out. Crystal and I labored over this. But we're so happy that you did, and I'm excited to see so many familiar faces, along with some new friends that we've met here today. So thank you for being with us. For those that couldn't be here in person, we are also streaming live the celebration, and I think I can wave to you right there for those of you that are online. We're glad you could join us virtually, and we're grateful for the technology that's helping us make this event more accessible for everyone. If you're new to ECCF, our mission is to inspire philanthropy that strengthens the communities of Essex County and beyond. We do this by managing the charitable assets of our generous donors. We strengthen and support our incredible nonprofits, and we engage in strategic community leadership with initiatives like the Digital Equity Initiative, our Creative County Initiative, and so much more. Before I launch into the program, I'd like to point your attention to a special guest. The house lights are down, but you can see Lauren. Maybe you could wave, Lauren. Lauren Dowsett. Lauren is a Gloucester-based artist and painter who's here with us today to capture the spirit of this celebration by painting it in real time. It's pretty awesome to watch an artist at work capturing a moment in time, paint stroke by paint stroke, and to create a piece of art that will live forever. It's a reminder of the important role that creativity plays in keeping us connected to the memories we hold dear, and why we're proud at ECCF to invest in a strong, equitable ecosystem for arts, culture, and the creative enterprise. I can't wait to see Lauren's finished piece, and we can't wait to unveil it for you. Lauren also happens to be a close friend of the Immermans, and as a special surprise, they really don't know what I'm about to say, Stephen Darcy will be taking this special painting that Lauren is creating home today to commemorate their special award and honor. They're waving to you. That's a big, giant thumbs up, Lauren. We're here today to celebrate giving. Again, not just the traditional sense, but in the many forms. John already spoke about the triad of philanthropic currencies, time, treasure, and talent, which are equally critical to successfully creating an Essex County where opportunity exists for all. And this more inclusive definition of what it means to be a philanthropist and the way these different currencies complement each other is something that we're passionate about at ECCF. Thinking about philanthropy in this way is necessary, not just a nice to have. It opens up so many more seats at the table. It enables us to listen to diverse voices. It empowers the growing number of people to become a part of solutions that we create together. And this is exactly what we strive to do as an organization focused on systems work. Because at the end of the day, the only way to create equitable, sustainable, lasting change is by recognizing that every one of us has something valuable to offer. We are fortunate to see this happen in many efforts at ECCF, but there really is no better example of the power of these combined currencies than through the eyes of our COVID-19 Response Fund. In the 2+ years since COVID-19 arrived on our doorstep, people and organizations have come together and collectively leveraged their time, their talent, and their treasure to do their best work in support of our communities. And throughout, we have learned from each other, grown as people and organizations, and adapted our way of thinking to create a shared vision of what Essex County can and should be. Through our COVID response efforts, we collectively raised and distributed nearly $15 million that supported 406 organizations that impacted an estimated 172,000 people across our communities. This funding helped feed the hungry, increased access to life-saving vaccines, created pathways to critical economic opportunities, and so much more. We have a COVID impact report that details the response efforts over the last 2 years. I encourage you to check out our website and read it. But here are just some of the takeaways that you'd learn if you read it. Nonprofit organizations became frontline responders and gave their hearts and souls to the residents that they serve. ECCF fund holders and community donors collectively, 670 of them to be exact, many, many of you in the room, gave generously to support our most impacted communities. Systems and grants programs came together to strengthen services provided by the behavioral health and food system sectors. People of all backgrounds from cities and towns across Essex County brought purpose and authenticity to our work by voicing their unique perspectives. And the awesome power of volunteers was evident and impactful. People gave countless hours to support their communities and aid ECCF's efforts to maximize our collaborative impact. So powerful were these combined efforts over the last 2 years that state and federal partners turned their eyes toward ECCF. The Massachusetts COVID Fund and the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development are two partners inspired to support this work with funding here in Essex County. And we're honored to work alongside them on behalf of Essex County residents, and we continue to do that work today. The COVID-19 Response Fund is really a very unique example of the power of giving during crisis. But what we at ECCF find even more remarkable are the people and organizations that give back every single day. Whether smoke rises over a city or the skies are bright and blue, our communities are filled with organizations and people who are standing at the same front doors, listening with the same empathetic ear, and acting with the same sense of resolve to support an individual, a child or family who comes to them for help. Today, we are honored to share with you two such stories. Our champions for Essex County embody what it truly means to give, and the impact they have in their communities serve as inspiration for so many others to carry on their passion for helping people. This morning, I have the incredible privilege of introducing the first honoree, who I happen to love. Danica Thurston was born and raised in the city of Lynn and has an unwavering passion for supporting the community. She began as a youth volunteer for organizations like My Brother's Table. From there, her dedication to giving back only grew, and it continues to grow and expand. Today, Danica lends her time to nearly a dozen community groups and causes, including Greater Lynn Senior Services, ECCF's Creative County Initiative, and Raw Artworks. At Raw, where she was a mentee as a high school student, she now serves as a mentor, helping a new generation of young people confidently carve their own paths and continue the cycle of giving back to the community. Oh, and her day job, she has one. Danica is also the executive director of Lynn Art, the Lynn Museum, which is celebrating its 125th anniversary this year. And if you haven't gone to see their exhibits, I was there a couple weeks ago. Fabulous new exhibit. Everybody needs to check that out. We couldn't think of anyone better to lead an organization that is entirely focused on community, connection, and lifting up the residents of Lynn. All of this and so much more makes Danica Thurston a true champion of Essex County. We are inspired by her. I am inspired by her, and know you will be too. Let's watch the video.
I'm from the Lynn community, so Lynn has a special place in my heart. My mom's family has lived in Lynn for many generations. We actually recently traced it back to the 1630s, which is really impressive. Being an only child, growing up in Lynn, my only way to get to know other people was really getting involved in the community. Community service was really big as well, volunteering at My Brother's Table. A lot of the programs that I was involved in as a youth really afforded me the opportunity to grow and challenge myself to figure out who I am and what I want to pursue. Being able to give back to the community and help other young folks who may be transitioning into a college experience or figuring out what those next steps are has been really rewarding.
I met Danica at Raw Artworks my junior year of high school, going into senior year through Project Launch.
Regea is wonderful. truly special.
The first day we met, I remember in the summer in the garage space at Raw, and we just hit it off. Like, it was like we had known each other forever.
I was part of the Project Launch program my senior year of high school, and it was really beneficial to have somebody help me navigate this process. I was the first person in my immediate family to go to college, and my parents really had no idea what the process looked like.
She made me feel really comfortable and really just made it known that she's here to support me going through FAFSA and understanding this like crazy college language. I believe she was at my high school graduation as well, and the whole Raw family, so they kind of sent me off.
I didn't appreciate my upbringing here in Lynn until I went to college. I was in a very isolated, middle of nowhere Pennsylvania, where I was meeting folks who had never met people who looked like me. And it really made me realize how blessed I was to come from a community like Lynn, where I've been able to interact with people from all walks of life.
I ended up choosing either the University of Massachusetts Amherst, which ended up being a really good experience.
She's now just a miraculous young woman who's carved her own path, a budding filmmaker.
I was able to make a film called The Skin I'm In about 3 Black women just talking about the different challenges that they go through navigating our society, but like also the beauty and their resilience. That film definitely changed my life.
She's already doing some volunteer work of her own, being involved with Raw Artworks now as a youth leader in the film school program, and doing some more work with Massachusetts Cultural Council as well.
I think if Danica wasn't there, it would have looked a lot different. It's a daunting process, there's a lot of pieces. Yeah, she was there to support me through it all. I was the first one in my immediate family to graduate college.
I don't think I realized until I got into this work that all of these experiences that I had as a youth have, contributed to who I am as a person and why I give back and volunteer today. Finding opportunities to give back and feeling that sense of reward and accomplishment was just really transformative for me, and really showed the power of giving back and being engaged with community. The arts have a place everywhere, and the arts, I find, no matter where you're coming from, the language you may speak, it's something that everyone can appreciate and can bring us all together. The Creative County Initiative brings stakeholders from all across Essex County who are invested in arts and culture to really showcase what's going on within Essex County, to really grow the arts and culture that's here. And the arts are really transformative. The arts transformed my life. I will say the arts saved my life when I was a young person and I was grappling with some issues at home. The arts allowed me to express myself and sort of find myself where I was in that moment, to really work through what I was going through. There's different ways to interact with community and again, meet people where they're at, and create that change, whether small or large, within your home community. And then as you continue to do that, just grow and blossom, and it just becomes part of your everyday work. Community is my heart, what keeps me going. It's the passion, I think, to be able to create change or to highlight voices. And I feel very blessed to be able to do this work, centering community in the work that we're doing here.
See, one of my favorite people. Sadly, Danica can't be here today. She is traveling for an important event, but we'd love to invite her mom, Valerie, is here. Yay, Mom! Valerie, can you come on up? We'd like to give you the award on behalf for Danica. Although she isn't here, Danica did send us a virtual quick message to share with all of you in her absence. We're going to let that roll.
Good morning. Welcome to Essex County Community Foundation's 8th annual celebration of giving. I am so sorry that I cannot be there in person. Unfortunately, I'm traveling, but I am there in spirit with you all on this glorious day. Special congratulations to the George Peabody honorees, Steve and Darcy Immerman, as well as my fellow champion for Essex County, Make It Haverhill. I am so thankful to be able to do the work that I do. Special shout out to my family and my community for shaping me as a young person, and really instilling in me the value of paying it forward, especially within your home community. And just thank you for this incredible honor. I am so just overwhelmed with joy. and gratitude for just an incredible recognition. There are so many people throughout Essex County that do incredible work day in and day out. So special round of applause for everyone that is here and everyone that continues to do the work to make change happen in Essex County. Thank you again. I'm sorry that I'm not there in person, but I wish you all the best and have a wonderful, splendid morning. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for helping get me break the ice here to get up here. And what a wonderful video and celebration. I love the title of today, Celebration. I mean, for me, this event is really a celebration of great stories, like we heard, individuals, organizations. But really, for me, it's a celebration of the possibility and the opportunity in Essex County. And that's what today is about. And it's just wonderful to be here in person with everybody here. But congratulations to Danica and also to Rajaya, the young woman you saw in the video. Her success and her own commitment to giving back is a testament to Danica's impact. Rajaya mentioned that as a student filmmaker, she found her voice, and in doing so, a way to connect with people. And that's what I'm here to talk about today, the power and the impact of inclusive listening, the voice of our community. In the work we do together, it's so important to seek out new ways to empower all voices. It's critical that we find opportunities for every person to tell their story, to share their unique perspective. And most importantly, when it comes to navigating the challenges our communities face, those voices, those stories, those perspectives must be given our full and undivided attention and authentically woven into the fabric of our collective response. It's about creating sustained dialogue and making a long-lasting connection, one that evolves and grows stronger over time. Engaging the community in this way creates a deeper understanding of the challenges and opportunities and serves to fully inform our collective work. When we listen with intention and with purpose, short-term solutions are transformed into sustainable change. This is something that we truly believe in at ECCF, and this process plays a critical role in our systems work, our systems change work, as this listening ensures that our work comes from and is driven by the community. Shortly after the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, which Beth just talked about, when it became clear that life was going to change forever, we knew that we had to kick into high gear our belief that A, we need systemic thinking and solutions, and B, that this type of change could only occur when we work together. Collaboration would be critical. In May of 2020, ECCF convened a community think lab that gathered cross-sector leaders, many of you all here today, from across the region to discuss the challenges they were seeing in their own cities and towns. This included mayors, state reps, CEOs of nonprofits and for-profit enterprises, community leaders, and funders. This was an opportunity to come together, not to focus on just the problems, but more importantly, to dream and think about the possibility and the opportunities going forward, and to reimagine a new Essex County. Through this process for discussion and active listening, the digital divide emerged as a common issue that residents were experiencing in every community across Essex County and in every aspect of their lives, as we all know, such as food security, healthcare, education at all levels, from children to adults, work, unemployment, and mental well-being. Since then, armed with a comprehensive data study commissioned by ECCF and driven by a coalition of community leaders, which today is over 150 strong, a plan to bridge the digital divide for Essex County has continued to grow, evolve, and achieve steady and measurable success. Together, we are well on our way to connecting over 20,000 residents with free or affordable internet, providing 5,000 residents with free or affordable devices, and training over 1,000 individuals and business owners to confidently use a computer and perform tasks online. Across our region, one neighborhood at a time, the digital divide is slowly but surely beginning to narrow. As one voice, together. Actively engaging our coalition and intentionally seeking ways to invite more people to the table has been paramount to this success. Inclusivity is critical. We've learned from nonprofit leaders who have always been on the front lines of our region's social challenges how the lack of digital access, equipment, and training is affecting the everyday lives of residents in their communities to reach their full potential. We've heard innovative ideas and solutions from business owners and entrepreneurs seeking ways to increase their organizational digital capacity to compete and thrive. And just recently, ECCF co-led a digital equity challenge with the UMass Lowell's Innovation Hub in Haverhill, E4All, and other partners, and had the privilege of learning about 15 unique proposals to connect residents with the tools needed to access the digital world. 4 of these projects were selected by a panel and awarded seed funding. We've built trusted relationships with municipal, regional, and statewide leaders, and are working collaboratively on state and federal funding opportunities and on integrating solutions in individual communities and neighborhoods to ensure Essex County communities capitalize on these unique opportunities, this unique time of federal and state funding opportunities. Every day, additional community leaders who see the tremendous value in this collaborative work are engaging with ECCF in the coalition to share, learn, and become a part of this growing effort and learning journey. We know more certainly than ever before that this work cannot be done in a silo. It is crucial that we actively engage with our communities in order to truly make a difference in people's lives. In the Mount Washington neighborhood of Haverhill, there is an organization led entirely by a group of dedicated volunteers that is doing just that. Make It Haverhill was founded in 2019 by Keith Boucher and John Cuneo because they saw a need for a place in the community made up of largely immigrants where residents could access resources that would open up new opportunities and enable all to realize their full human potential. People needed English language skills. They needed support and guidance to find jobs that paid a living wage. And they needed computer training that empowered them to actively participate in our digital world. This wasn't a guess. It's not hyperbole. The team at Make It Haverhill knew that these needs existed because they asked, and they listened, and they continue to listen, and they continue to ask. Since then, the team at Make It Haverhill has worked hard to build trust in the community, to meet people where they are in life, and create a culture at 301 Washington Street where every person who steps feels welcome. Home, and by consistently engaging the community, compete in today's job market. And they have active plans to educate hundreds more learners annually. Make It Haverhill was also one of the winners of the recent Digital Equity Challenge that I mentioned earlier. With this funding and additional sources of support, the organization has plans to build a welcoming outdoor internet hotspot and to support residents as they learn about and register for federally funded subsidy programs for affordable high-speed internet access to ensure that everyone can take advantage of these unique opportunities. Together, these new initiatives will open pathways for hundreds of Haverhill residents to gain critical access to technology and thrive. And it all began by listening to the voice of the community. To the entire team at Make It Haverhill, we are thrilled to lift up the incredible work you are doing in the community. And we are so honored to recognize you as a champion for Essex County. Now we'll listen to a quick video.
We're in the Mount Washington neighborhood of Haverhill. It's about 8,000 people.
It's great. It's very diverse, which is something that I like. It's good because it's like you have a piece of the Caribbean here, except for the weather.
It's the most challenged neighborhood in Haverhill. The highest unemployment, the highest poverty levels, things like that. But we're working to change that. I led a great career, had lots of great training, working at IBM. How could I go off and apply that knowledge that I had? So involved with the spiritual community, we moved to this neighborhood here 10 years ago.
The thing that I love about Haverhill at large is that there's an enormous volunteer network.
The beauty of what we do is that everybody is volunteer. There's just a level of passion and compassion and the desire to lift up people wherever they are in their life.
Volunteers get so much done.
Well, we opened up back in 2019. We thought we were going to be a collaborative workspace, a makerspace, and we couldn't have been more wrong, because the second we opened the doors, we had people come in and just say, can you teach us English?
What I really liked about this was we could connect people to opportunity in a place where it was really needed.
Hundreds of people have gone to the English classes. We have gotten so many people jobs.
So the three pillars, the first pillar is English language learning. The second pillar would be having some level of technology. And then the third thing basically is having some level of a job. I think that's kind of like been our secret sauce, is doing all three things. So people that are in English language learner classes, they migrate to our computer classes. And then they come to our job fairs. And if they come to our job fairs and they haven't gone to our English class, they go to our English class. So it's all interconnected.
Many students don't know how to type, don't know how to use a mouse. Getting over those hurdles initially is just huge.
We're a support network. We provide critical services that are necessary to function in our society right now.
The world opens up when you have access to a computer and to the internet.
We've served over 1,000 people in the course of the last 2.5 years, even with COVID.
I like a lot of the positive change that I've seen in Haverhill. I'm not convinced that it's been equitable.
But one of the things that's really important to us is to fully invest in diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's really at the heart of everything we do here.
So we started with a very basic computer class, and what we learned from the community was that they were interested in something a little bit more advanced. There were a lot of particularly immigrants who want to start their own businesses. What's so exciting to see is how these people who have these great ideas, how they come to life when they see the tools that are available to them.
There are times when our job fairs are in here and it's so loud, it's so crowded, and everyone is talk, you can barely even hear each other.
We've always had a shortage of healthcare workers, but now with the pandemic, it's really obvious.
We had Northern Essex attend one of our job fairs. We had 21 people sign up for the CNA program.
I believe to date we've gotten close to 100 jobs for people.
Immigrants have a great work ethic because they've had to. When you hire immigrants, you're going to have good working people. It's a win-win for everybody.
And the appreciation, unbelievable. I mean, the smiles, we have pictures of graduation day where they're holding up their certificates, and it's just really been great.
And that has been an amazing thing to see blossom. Word is on the street now. There is trust in the community and what we're doing.
The amount of effort I need to put in to help people a lot, I can give 10 to 20 hours of my time and have a big impact on a lot of people.
We had just somebody come the other day from a wealthier town here that was afraid to get out of their car. And it was just like, it just kind of blew my mind. And it's like, come on in here. Let us show you what we're doing and why it's going to be so much better if we all work together to engage the world.
Time, treasure, talent, right there. And it's so fun to be able to celebrate together. Keith Boucher is traveling today to attend his daughter's graduation. A lot of travelers now. Everyone's doing their traveling. It's been pent up. We wish him well. In his place, we'd like to present this award to our friends, Christine Quitchoff, Make It Haverhill's Workforce Development Leader, and Tim Haynes, the organization's lead for digital literacy and equity, to come accept the award. Welcome, Christine and Tim.
So, as we've mentioned, Keith Boucher, our co-founder and our fearless leader at Make It Haverhill, was unable to attend today's celebration of giving, but he extends his personal apology for missing this terrific event and has asked us to share his sincere thanks to ECCF for honoring Make It Haverhill with the Champions for Essex County Award. Congratulations to the Lynn Museum and Lynn Arts for also being honored as a champion. As we've previously mentioned, the 3 pillars of Make It Haverhill include teaching our community how to speak English, teaching them how to use a computer, and helping them to get a job. A diverse group of bilingual volunteers are critical to our mission, and through them, we've been able to earn trust and build partnerships throughout the community. As we're fond of saying, Make It Haverhill makes it happen.
And I just want to quickly say this. First of all, this is great. Want to give a big thanks to Kate and ECCF for all their incredible support as we just started our digital equity journey about a year ago, and their support has been incredible. We want equity and inclusion for all Haverhill residents and for communities everywhere. And as long as we can make a difference by giving our time and our love, we will lift up our neighbors. So thank you very much.
And before you all sneak off, we have a special thing here that was just arrived this morning that we didn't even know about. But it is from our state senator Diane DeZoglio up in the Haverhill area, and she cannot be with us today. However, I will read it for her. So real quick, this is a Commonwealth of Massachusetts State Senate official citation. Be it known that the Massachusetts Senate hereby extends its congratulations to Make It Haverhill in recognition of receiving the 2022 Champions for Essex County Award. And be it further known that the Massachusetts Senate extends its best wishes for continued success, that this citation be duly signed by the President of the Senate and attested to, and a copy thereof transmitted by the clerk in the Senate. To Make It Haverhill. Congratulations. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Great work.
Congratulations. Couldn't be prouder of the work that happens in Make It Haverhill. We talk about this a lot at the Community Foundation, that as a funder, we simply have resources. It's the people on the ground who do the work with the great ideas, who listen to the community, and just really excited to be able to lift their story up today. I think Keith said in that video that Make It Haverhill has helped more than 100 residents find jobs. That's pretty incredible. And it's really eye-opening to see just how many lives have been positively impacted by the team in just 3 short years since they opened their doors, entirely by volunteers. Like, that's staggering to me. We're incredibly honored to recognize your work today. We've talked a lot about the different forms of giving this morning. Earlier, John mentioned the triad of, can you say it with me now? Time, talent, and treasure. It's pretty special when a person is able to give even one of those things. Maybe it's a donation of time to serve on a board, or offering professional skills to support a critical community initiative, or perhaps it's writing a check to help increase the capacity of a nonprofit, making a difference in the lives of our friends and neighbors. It takes kindness, generosity, and great care to give of yourself in any of those forms. But today, I'd like to introduce you to a couple committed to giving in all of its forms, Steve and Darcy Immerman. I first met Steve and Darcy more than a decade ago. I'm not that old, but it might have been 2 decades ago, when Steve was president of Montserrat College of Art. Around Beverly, they were the ones that you'd see everywhere, lending their support in so many ways to so many causes in the community, including arts and culture, education, and community development. For them, it's always really been about digging down to the heart of an issue and increasing access to authentic and meaningful opportunities for everyone. This type of commitment is one that reaches far beyond financial support. Though there certainly is that, but for the Immermans, their philanthropy shines brightest through the time, energy, and sweat equity they devote to the causes that they care about. Combined, Steve and Darcy have served over 50, that's a 50, nonprofit boards. Together, they have lent their professional talents and their like-minded abilities to connect, innovate, and think outside the box to so many great organizations. There isn't enough time in the program today for me to list all of those organizations that the Immermans have impacted in some way, but I just want to mention a few. First, I want to thank the Immermans for supporting ECCF, both through Steve's service as a member of our Creative County Steering Committee, where he contributes his incredible insight and wisdom to our work in arts and culture, and more recently to Steve and Darcy, who have become ECCF Donor Advised Fund holders with us. Some of the many organizations Steve and Darcy support include the Cabot, the Salem Athenaeum, Northeast Arc, the MFA, Hamilton Hall, let me take a breath, the Urban League of Eastern Massachusetts, Punto Urban Art Museum, Essex National Heritage Commission, Mass Creative, Massachusetts Cultural Council, and Mass Humanities. And I told you, I just named a few. It's a pretty hefty list right there. And each and every one is an organization that Steve and Darcy have supported with open hearts. The impact they continue to make will no doubt have a lasting effect on the communities here in Essex County. And that brings me to a particularly special part of the legacy Steve and Darcy are building here in our region. Their son, Eric, who's here with us tonight, grew up watching the many ways his mother and father have prioritized giving back. He's seen the impact they have made, the people they've inspired, and the change they have seeded and grown. Today, he is taking up their mantle and continuing their commitment to community as the co-chair of ECCF's Next Gen Committee, an initiative which aims to engage new generations in diverse forms of giving. I just want to thank Steve and Darcy for passing along their values and for Eric for carrying them on. It's really the culmination of a lifetime of giving and one of the many reasons we are so honored to present the Immermans with ECCF's 2022 George Peabody Award. Let's take a look at their story.
My mom, I don't think she ever got a paycheck after she left her family business to marry my father. But we used to say she worked outside the home 40 hours a week, but it was, you know, in organizations that were going to make the world more beautiful. We were exposed to that, We were dragged along wherever it was. She had 5 children. You went, right? We dug community gardens. We picked up trash. We worked the table at the college reunion.
I grew up in a pretty rural environment, and there were plenty of examples of fairly extreme poverty, and seeing it firsthand. It's not an intangible, it's reality. It's very visceral. And even as a young kid, even though we didn't have a lot, seeing the differences were pretty obvious. That's where it all started.
Because I was involved in student government, they gave me a job in his office. So he left to go on vacation, came back, and I was his assistant for the summer. So he likes to say that, you know, I worked for him for 3 months and he's worked for me for 41 years. Which in my mind, we're almost even. We immediately clicked on kind of the way that we thought and made decisions and talked about organizations. And it was just kind of a natural thing. But he was just cute too. So, you know, he was a green-eyed redhead. I was like, yeah.
You know, good partnerships, good marriage, good partnerships are a function of communication and of shared values. And it doesn't mean that you align 100%, but if you don't talk about it, you don't know. Right? And as it turns out with luck, we have a lot of things that are shared values. We like old houses. We didn't know we both liked the Red Sox. You know, we both really like to eat and cook and those kinds of things. And we both, her family particularly, was very philanthropic and involved in service to the community.
First committee I joined was the council at the Museum of Fine Arts. I learned more about managing people, managing change, what it means to be in a leadership position, to be able to try out different styles that you may not have the opportunity to try out at work, than I ever learned in school or I ever learned at work.
My interest has always been in systems and organizations that institutionalize the opportunity for human development and empowerment.
And to me, that's the greatest equity, is when everybody is, pulling on the oars at the same speed, when all are included in the conversation about how to solve a problem or make something better or build something bigger or simply respond to a human need. So community-based change, what the ECCF stands for, what we've tried to stand for, is going to move that conversation forward a whole lot faster than if we govern it, make it laws, anything else that happens. You've got to have the wash of the community moving it along.
Everything is about relationships. There's nothing that is not about relationships. We teach that at art school. You can be a tremendously good artist, but in terms of your business career, it's about relationships.
People need your talent. They need your time. Eventually, if you're in a position where you can donate to these organizations, that's fantastic. But everybody needs help.
And the North Shore is incredibly civic, incredibly welcoming. You say you want to help out, and the door is wide open.
From the Center for Linking Lives at the Liberty Tree Mall to the support for innovation and disruption, the Breaking Grounds Cafe here, this beautiful black box theater that we're sitting in, everything that we have accomplished owes in a large part to Darcy's leadership.
And everyone's hearing all this really positive buzz about the school, about moving forward. We increased our footprint downtown, all those kinds of things are really based on real work by both Steve, especially, and Darcy, helping him out, establishing a solid financial base for the institution. And so I always tell them this, all your hard work and I get to have all the fun.
I literally had to put a slide together with all these images of all the boards that my folks have served on over the years, and the slide was just a mess. 15 or 17 different organizations. I ran it by my father, and it turns out that I'd forgotten a bunch.
I mean, you have to remember that all the volunteerism that they do, they don't have to do any of it. They've had really successful careers, and they could be doing anything with their spare time, but yet they get up every day with an intention to serve their community, to make the world around them better. And if everybody did that, the world would be a very different place.
They are terrific people, and they add an enormous amount to anything that they're involved with, on to those things because they are so magnetic in the way they view the world.
When you get one, you're getting both, which is stupendous, right? It doubles the deal for everybody.
They are a powerful, committed, caring, thoughtful couple who are committed to making our communities a better place.
I look at all they do and I say, any one of these activities would have been crushing to most people in most households, and they're doing them all just sort of seamlessly, with joy, with inspiring other people, never seeming to be overworked, and it's fascinating.
Having had for my entire life, even from when I was young, my folks involved in nonprofits and serving on boards and being philanthropic. Philanthropy is fun. Philanthropy is the way to grow and maintain social connections with other busy people that are passionate about the same things that you're passionate about.
So, these are also things that are going to come into the rest of your life and make your life more rich, more rewarding.
It's not just about wealth, it's about wisdom, and it's about work. And most of it is work. And come on down, we need you.
Help me to celebrate and recognize our friends, Darcy and Steve Immerman. Come on up.
I think that. Okay. Yeah, don't put a microphone near me. Expect you're not going to hear from me. Um, so, during COVID, we all had hard conversations, right, about our lives. And one of the things we talked about was the fact that we never want to have a memorial service. And now we don't have to. This is great. Thank you to the wonderful folks at Van Ness that did these videos. They are amazing. I'm constantly incredibly impressed by them. All of our friends who took the time out of their day to sit in the freezing black box theater, it was very cold that day, and get filmed. And their kind words are just incredibly warming to both of us because we have created some of our closest friendships through the kind of work that we've done in the community. I want to thank the board at Montserrat College of Art, and the late Steve Dodge, who are the folks that moved us from Situate to the North Shore. It's the best thing that ever happened to our family, in all honesty. Speaking of family, I want to thank the support that we get from our kids. Edward, who is out in Los Angeles trying to make it in the music business, who I'm sure is sound asleep right now, and the rest of our family and members. Our wonderful daughter-in-law, Marta, the talented and kind individual that is married to our son, Eric. And of course, you met our son, Eric, the future mayor of Beverly. So, so with that, the last person I want to thank, of course, is John Colucci, because, we still are raising money for the Center for Linking Lives, John. So we'll talk after this.
Thank you. I think I'm gonna end where John started in his comments. And first, I'm scared of Darcy too. One of the best things I ever did in my life was to say yes when she told me we're getting married. Clueless then, clueless now. Take direction well. I want to thank our really good friends at ECCF for this recognition. It's very meaningful, even more meaningful to see it all assembled in one place. You don't really think about it on a day-to-day basis, but really appreciate it. Well, even more so, we are incredibly honored and privileged to be representatives of the literally tens of thousands of people in Essex County that give of their not time, talent, treasure. I like work, wisdom, wealth. And there are tens of thousands. And Beth and I had a conversation about this and, a little academic exercise about, well, how many not-for-profits are there? Well, there are thousands, she said 2,000 legitimate and 4,000 in total number. And every one of them has a board of at least 10 people, maybe more. And that doesn't count the folks that volunteer at hospitals and in schools and with sports teams and at sitting at the polls and. There are thousands, tens of thousands that make our communities more equitable, more just, more beautiful, healthier. So our deep appreciation to all of you who help make our community a better place in which to live. Thank you very much.
Well, congratulations to Steve and Darcy. That's very well deserved. And they are just such a tough act to follow. Wow, what a morning. Thank you so much for being here to celebrate all the ways that people give back. We're so grateful that after more than 2 years, we've been able to gather as a community in person once again for this annual celebration. I want to quickly thank our corporate partners for helping to make meaningful events like this happen, and Karen Nassambeni and the North Shore Music Theater for hosting us today. To Danica and Make It Haverhill, we are honored that you allowed us to elevate your stories and your incredible work. And to Steve and Darcy, thank you for your leadership, impact, and generational legacy that will help lift Essex County for years to come. We hope that the stories you've heard and the people and organizations that you've met today inspire you to go out and give back in a way that's meaningful to you. As a final thought, I just wanted to say that while today we celebrate local philanthropy, we also want to acknowledge the people around the world, including those in the Ukraine, who also need our support. You can find more information about how to help those impacted by the war on our website at ECCF.org. As always, we urge you to engage with us on any of the work we do here at the Foundation. We are a better organization when we learn from our communities. So please reach out to us with any ideas or if you have any questions. Thank you so much for coming today. I really hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.